Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. Happy to be here again, and I'm sure you are doing very well. If you are new to my YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And to my existing subscribers, God bless you. Thank you for your support always. So today I'll continue from where I stopped in the previous video. Remember, I talked in the previous video, I talked about the things you need to do if you want to marry under the act. I talked about giving notice to the marriage registrar. I talked about you obtaining the marriage registrar's certificate. I talked about that, and I also talked about you applying for a special license if you don't want to go through the route of giving notice and waiting to obtain registrar's certificate. I talk about special license. So today, after crossing all those hurdles, now it is time for you now to celebrate your marriage. Now, if you want to celebrate your marriage, like I said, you can choose to celebrate your marriage in a licensed place of worship. That is one. You can choose to celebrate your marriage in the registrar's office. Then you can choose to celebrate your marriage in a place that has been prescribed in a special license. And also you can still choose to celebrate your marriage in Nigeria diplomatic or consular mission abroad. And yes, those are places you can celebrate your marriage. Now, for the licensed place of worship, if you want to celebrate your marriage in a church, you must ensure that that church is licensed to celebrate a marriage. If that church is not licensed to celebrate a marriage, that your marriage is not recognized by law. And for that marriage must also take place between 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and the church must be opened. The doors must not be shut, and there must be at least 2 witnesses aside the officiating minister and the people getting married. So at least for that marriage to be valid, 5 people must be present: the officiating minister, the 2 people getting married, and the 2 witnesses. And that person that is the pastor joining the 2 people together must be someone that is a recognized minister of that denomination handling that marriage. So a Methodist pastor cannot go to CNS, for instance, to celebrate a marriage. It is not allowed, it is not permitted by law. Having talked about a licensed place of worship, we will now go into our registrar's office. Like I said, you can choose to celebrate in a licensed place of worship or registrar's office. In the case of a registrar's office, the 2 witnesses must also be present. Yes, the 2 witnesses must be present, and also 2 witnesses must also be present for your marriage to be valid. So 5 people, as in the case of a church, also 5 people in case of a registrar's office. And that marriage must be conducted with the doors open between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. So if that marriage is conducted around 9 a.m. or 8 a.m., your marriage is invalid. It must be between the time of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Now, you can decide to apply. You don't want to celebrate your marriage in a church or registrar's office. You want to celebrate it in a special place. You can apply to the minister for a special license, and the minister would give you the permission, the authority to go ahead to celebrate your marriage in a place other than a licensed place of worship or the registrar's office. That's another place you can celebrate your marriage. And also, if you are abroad, for instance, you don't want to go through the rigors of coming down to Nigeria and all those things, you can decide to celebrate your marriage in Nigerian diplomatic or consular mission abroad, and one of the parties to that marriage must be a Nigerian. Yes. So now you know the things that you need to do for your marriage to be valid under the law, because you wouldn't want to go through a situation whereby you are married and something happened in future, you go to court and court is telling you that you are not legally married. Yes, we are going to be looking at invalid marriages under the Marriage Act. We are still going to look at it in the next video. It's a long topic, so I'm breaking it down. We are still going to look at it in the next video. And till I come your way next time, I remember my humble self, Jonah Jacob, alias Street Lawyer. Hope you find this video useful. If you have any question confusion on the things I've said, you want to ask questions, feel free to do that in my comment section. Till I come your way next time, stay safe and remain blessed.